Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your November 2021 astrological forecast. So, Venus is leaving Sagittarius. Okay, your opposite sign. It was in your 7th house for all this time, right? So, you have up until the 4th, though. Venus is in Sagittarius for like the first 4 days in November. So, you still have time to really get the most out of it in your house of partnerships and close relationships. So, having Venus in your 7th house there does make things a little bit more romantic than normal, right? So, anyways, after that, though, Venus moves into Capricorn. Where you have Capricorn in your chart is your 8th house. And Capricorn, this Venus, okay, it's going to be in Capricorn all the way up until March 6th of next year. Okay, so nice placement really for Venus in your 8th house of other people's resources and money. Okay, this is money coming to you through means other than earning it. It's even jointly held money that you own property with someone else, a spouse or a partner, business partner, or just someone, anyone. Doesn't even necessarily have to be a relative. It could be anyone that you may jointly hold property with, or even bank accounts or credit card accounts, okay? But it doesn't have to be a partner. It doesn't have to be a jointly held anything. This is like your house of inheritances and legacies, insurance payouts, legal settlements, money from a legal settlement, tax refund, a credit of some kind. This is bank loans. If you were trying to get an increase in your credit limit, or try to get a bank loan or something like that, this is like the best time to do it. When Venus is in the 8th house, financial institutions are more willing to work with you at this time. So even if you were trying to lower the interest rate, let's say like on your credit cards or something like that, this would be the best time to do that. Also, check out your insurance policies, because you could be possibly paying for something that you didn't even ask for, okay? Or there was another way of getting the very same benefit, but it was free. It didn't cost you anything. So it's just something to really check out. All these different things. Also, though, this being the house of rebirth and regeneration, and the planet Pluto being here for as long as it has been, because it's transiting in Capricorn, these two planets together will bring about a bit of obsession, kind of, when it comes to anything actually that the eighth house governs, okay? But a lot of times it does bring about an obsessive quality to your relationships, okay? I would have to say a romantic relationship, okay? Could be someone trying to even manipulate or hold over someone's head over yours, or you doing this to your partner or something like that. The money. Who holds the money bags, the purse strings? It could be something like that going on here. So just something to watch out for, okay? But anyways, the month actually starts off with the sun in Scorpio up until the 20th, okay? Mercury moves into Scorpio on the 4th, 5th. Okay, there's a new moon on the 4th in Scorpio, and Mars is in Scorpio all month. So where you have Scorpio in your chart is your 6th house of the kind of work that you do, the workplace, your co-workers, your work schedule. It's also your house of health and your house of service to others. But I'm going to have to say it's more than likely work related here, okay? Now the new moon on the 4th brings a new beginning in whatever it is that you do, whatever kind of work it is that you do. Even if you're retired or you don't work at all, there's still something that you do in order to bring in more money, even if it's like a side thing. Maybe you help people, let's say like in your own neighborhood or even relatives, by doing like little chores or whatever for them, or driving them to and from places they need to go, something like that, okay? So around this time, though, I would have to say in the workplace, some kind of new possible, let's say, like schedule, maybe, or policy uh, your company could be trying to implement or something like that. Now, who knows if it's going to go over very well. Sometimes these things don't really work out. It takes a while to work out the kinks. Having Mars here, though, like Mars is a very energetic, physically energetic planet. So as far as health goes, because this is also the house of health, I would have to say that you are taking up some kind of exercise routine or some way to burn off excess energy, because you really are all wound up about something or other, okay? So if it is work, the best way to get a lot of, let's say, frustrations possibly out is to like work out or do something, run or exercise or dance or something or other, but try to work out some kind of way of getting rid of excess energy, because you may be prone to like let all this come out at work, or not that you're going to flip out on anyone, but the possibility is there for that to happen just because we have Mercury and Mars traveling together. And a lot of times this is, these two planets together make you want to tell people a thing or two about yourself and about them. It's a way of putting people in their place. And the sun is here, so that's where your focal point is right now, is on your work. How you earn a living, what kind of work you do even. Maybe you're starting in possibly a new position, or new something or other. You're doing something different maybe within the kind of work that you do. So if you're self-employed, this would be like a new beginning for you. It's working out better for you. It's more what you wanted. That's what Mars is doing here. It's making things the way you want them to be. Okay. Now, there's a full moon partial eclipse, okay, on the 19th in the sign of Taurus. And where you have Taurus in your chart is your 12th house. It's directly across from the 6th house of Scorpio. So, around that time, now the 12th house is the house of secrets and confidences and things that happen behind the scenes, actions taken by you or someone else. Okay, so I would think that around that full moon, you may discover that something has been going on either behind your back or just behind everyone's back in the workplace. There's maybe some kind of secret even about the company you work for that none of you are supposed to know, okay? Possibly something new coming up with the company that you work for. That a lot of times companies do things in January. They wait till the end of the year and then they spring all this crap on you. So it could be something like that. Maybe it's something that you're not on board with. But you could find out about all of this in a roundabout way. You know what I mean? Somebody could pull you aside and actually tell you stuff, or you could just stumble across a secret of some kind that belongs to either somebody you work with or your company. Okay, something like that. So the sun moves into Sagittarius on the 21st, and Mercury moves into Sagittarius on the 24th. And of course, where you have Sagittarius is your 7th house of partnerships, close relationships. Okay, this is your romantic or business or close friend. So, Sagittarius is your opposite sign. But it's just the sun and Mercury. It's not like a very big deal right now. Mars will move into Sagittarius, and that's a little bit more to deal with. But having just these two planets here right now just means that there's a lot more conversations going on with you and your partner. Okay, which, this is a time where you make changes, or you do something differently, or you try to spice it up or freshen it up a little bit, breathe some new life into your relationship. Because, Venus was just here, so it paved the way for all of these changes you might want to make. Okay, so it's also the time where this is the house of consultants, so I do have to point that out. If you wanted any kind of especially like lawyers, okay, any kind of consultant, if you were interested in knowing something or other about, let's say, a legal matter, this would be the time to consult somebody. I'm just saying that because you have Jupiter and Saturn in your ninth house of legal matters. Okay, that's where you have Aquarius, and those planets are in Aquarius right now, and they've been there for a really long time. So that could be a little bit of, not necessarily an issue, but it could be something that's been on your agenda, which is a legal matter. Okay, so this would be the time to consult somebody like that, especially with Mercury here, because Mercury is your ruling planet. You keep in mind, you know what to ask, what's really important, you know, what the outcome that you need for whatever it is that you're trying to get information on, you know, so you know what to ask and you know who to ask. Okay, so there's just like more exchange between you and a close friend, a romantic partner, or a business partner. Okay, again, back to this Venus in the 8th house, and you know, it being a partnership house though too, meaning that your partner at this time in one of these, like I said, a close friend, a business partner, or romantic partner, they may make available to you whatever it is that they have. Maybe not everything, but they could be a little bit more generous at this time. Now that whole bit with Venus and Pluto together, that's eventually coming down the way, because the longer this planet stays there, the more likely it is for this to occur. Okay, so because it's an extended time period, that's why I said that. But for now, I'd have to say somebody's being pretty generous with you, with either paying for stuff or just giving you access to whatever it is that they have. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, all the outer planets are still where they were. Okay, we have Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius in your 9th house, Neptune in retrograde motion in your 10th house in Pisces, Uranus in retrograde motion in Taurus in your 12th house, and Pluto in your 8th house of Capricorn. So that's about it. So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Gemini on the 19th, 20th, and 21st. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Sagittarius, and those dates are the 6th and 7th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of speculation or gambling, and anything to do with children is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 14th, 15th, 16th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for money is the 8th, 9th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for your career is the 12th, 13th, and 14th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 10th, 11th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. So I'd like to thank all my subscribers for coming back and supporting me the way you do. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and like and share this video. Check out Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's for people who only are interested in knowing one thing or other about their chart. But if you would actually like to have your entire chart done, there's a link there to my website where you can get more information on that. And check out my weekly forecast. So I'll see you next week. Goodbye.